everyone, I'm Rachel. Welcome to my wild backyard, and if you're new to my channel, you'll figure out very quickly that I absolutely love the Black Hills of South Dakota where we live. And I have a question for you. How do you like to enjoy the outdoors? I'm always looking for new ways. For me, hiking around here, hammocking, and then pack rafting. If you've never heard of an alpaca raft, it's essentially like a whitewater raft, but it's very sturdy, lightweight, compactable, portable. Like you could keep it in your car or put it in a dry sack on your back, and you could literally go anywhere and be able to get on a body of water. It's more flexible than anything else. They don't track super well, but there's like a whole niche or community of people that pack raft, and we are part of this because it is so fun and easy, and you could go anywhere. So we live right near Pactola Reservoir, which it used to be a town, and they built a dam, and now it's all flooded, so it's very deep and cold and rocky, but it is gorgeous to go rafting on, and it is now the reservoir for Rapid City. So they let water out of the dam and it flows down Rapid Creek into town. This soap today is inspired by Pactola Reservoir. So I'm calling it Pactola Shores, and my challenge to myself is to make this an all-natural soap with just botanicals and essential oils. And I threw a sea star on the top of it just for fun, even though obviously there are no sea stars in Pactola. And I found this really amazing essential oil blend that legit smells like you're at the sea. I will put all the details down below. I found it on eocalc.com. But yeah, this is probably one of the coolest soaps I've ever made. So I'm glad you guys are here today. Let's head into my kitchen and I'll show you how it went down. Oh, if I only had $1 for every soap design I came up with that did not turn out exactly how I had in mind. But most of the time, I'm still thankfully able to save it and make it look decently cool. So in this case, my idea was to have a divider down the middle of the soap mold. I really just want to buy one of those that has like 1 or 2 divider plates that you can put in if you want to pour like sideways layers, and then you pull it out and then the layers are all even and you can do some cool bamboo ziggity zags back and forth with it. But in this case, I was like, oh, I'll just get it to a medium trace and pour both sides in at the same time. So one half is supposed to look like the lake. So I used just a light amount of indigo powder, and I didn't infuse it very long. And then the beachy, kind of a sandy, rocky beach look has bentonite clay and blended oats in it. And Pactola actually has a pretty rocky beach. You kind of have to wear flip-flops. It's not the most comfortable. Anyways, so I mixed up both of these halves and then poured in the essential oil blend, but I think I overmixed because I wanted like a medium trace so they could both smoothly flow in at the same time and just kind of push against each other as they work their way up. So I didn't have to use a separator wall, but between overmixing, I think, and then this essential oil blend, which I think accelerates trace a little bit, plus bentonite clay definitely does. Most clays I've noticed tend to kind of thicken up because they're absorbing some of that moisture. So that does thicken up a little bit. So between those two, I was more like a thick trace, especially on the beach half of this. So I didn't get a smooth divider line down the middle like I originally had in my head, but this even worked out better because it ended up looking like waves washing up on the beach. So kind of an uneven line, which I think turned out amazing. So stay tuned for the cutting of this here in just a couple minutes. And just a little side note, I ended up buying a cute little silicone candy mold for the sea stars, and they are colored with some carrot puree and turmeric. I have been holding on to these for a few months, waiting for summer so I could do this project. So it is finally here, and I have to say, this is probably my new favorite soap that I have ever made, and I'm so glad I finally get to share it with you guys. Now you'll notice here, very thick trace on the beach half. Definitely some bubbles afterwards. I tapped it as aggressively as I could, but hey, it still looks like a legit beach, so I'm totally cool with that. And if only you could smell this, because it is so legit nautical smell, so refreshing. Like, I could definitely imagine this in my head while pack rafting along the shores of Pactola. And I am super excited because this is the first summer in like 4 years that I haven't been pregnant or nursing or having a little baby. And we don't have any family that lives nearby to help out with the kids. So both kids are finally old enough that we can kind of start resuming some of our hobbies that we've really been missing the past few years. It is definitely a season of life having little kids, a lot of things have to get put on pause. And you can imagine trying to juggle the homesteading journey that we have been on, along with running a small business, plus properly raising 2 kids and giving them all of the love and care that they need. A lot of things get put aside. So we are trying to find a new balance and get some fun back in our lives. So I am really excited that we have some life jackets for them, and we're going to go take them paddling this summer on the lakes that are nearby. So I asked at the beginning of the video what you guys like to do for fun in the outdoors, and I'm truly looking for suggestions of new things that we can try. And I bet there's a lot of experienced mothers out there watching this video that would have some great tips for me on how to get kids involved in outdoor hobbies. So if you have any ideas, I am all ears. Our outdoor experience the past couple weeks has mainly consisted of digging in the dirt and planting and watering seeds, so the kids have really enjoyed being involved in that so far. I'm just going to finish texturing the top here with a spatula, and then I did switch to a metal spoon for better precision to make some wavy zigzag lines like waves washing up on the shore. And the cherry on top that pulled this all together is the blended oats that I sprinkled along the shoreline. It looks like legit rocks and shells, and the perfect color contrast. This seriously would make the greatest gift for any ocean or beach lover. And I only have 9 of these. They are listed on my Etsy shop, so snag one if you want one. I do think I'm going to make some more though, because this is so fun. That is it for today's soapy adventure. I'm so glad you guys got to join me on this. Please let me know if you end up trying this. I want to hear how it goes. Or just leave me some comments and let me know about some of your outdoor adventures. I seriously love to hear from you guys. It's so fun. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button too if you haven't done that already. And I will see you guys next time. I'm going pack rafting.